Let's start today the remaining part of this chapter. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss, laughing heartily, and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. So it's very simple. The incident is quite funny also. The postman, working for a long time here, had never seen such a strange address. A person is writing a letter to God. What a strange it is. That's why he laughed a lot and went to his boss. His boss means the postmaster, with this letter. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing. But almost immediately he turned serious and, tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God." So here, after seeing the letter, the postmaster also, like the postman, laughed loudly. But immediately, at once, he became serious. He thought, the blind faith in God the man had, and it is not a very easy task. Everybody cannot have that faith. He was very surprised to see it. Then what did he do? So, in order to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter, but when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. So the postmaster wanted to keep the faith as it is. So he thought of an idea. What is that idea? He wanted to give the answer of this letter in writing. But when he opened the letter, he saw that it is not only the answer. The writer is not asking any answer, but it is something else. What it is? But he stuck to his resolution. Resolution means decision, firm decision. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. We can consider it an act of charity to help someone. It's a good desire to help someone. So when the postmaster found out that it is not only a mere thing, answer he need to give the writer, it is something else, more than that. That means he needed to collect some money. But he was fixed to his attempt, his firm decision. What he did? Alone he couldn't do. He asked some money from his employees and from some of his friends. Not only that, he himself gave part of his salary. Then what happened? It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. So he was able to send the farmer only little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature: God. So, the postmaster found it very difficult, impossible for him to collect the required amount, that means 100 pesos. But with the help of his employees and his friends, he was able to collect more than half, a little more than half. Half means 100 pesos, half means 50 pesos, so little more than that. And after that, that amount he put it in an envelope and addressed to Lencho. And at last, he put the signature as God, because he didn't want to break Lencho's faith in God. Lencho would think that the God sent him the reply with these pesos. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Next Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier. Why? Because he was confident enough that God would send him the money. So, with expectation, he came here a little bit early and asked directly if there was a letter for him or not. And the postman, at first, who found out his letter, he himself handed him the letter. And the postmaster, from a little distance from his office, watching the man, want to see the satisfied expression, contentment, the satisfaction of that fellow after getting the letter. He wants to notice it, watch it. He wants to enjoy it. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. So, here, Lencho was very surprised to see the amount, not see the letter. Why? Because he was confident enough. He had the firm faith in God. He was confident enough that God will fulfill his request, his requirement. God would send him the money, full amount, 100 pesos. But when he got here, little bit less amount, he was very angry. He thought God could not have made a mistake. It is not possible for God to make a mistake. And God must fulfill his request. He will send the full amount, 100 pesos. Then what happened? Let's see. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow. Why wrinkling of his brow? Because he became angry. He is not satisfied, caused by the effort he had to make to express his pleas. What happened? Immediately what he did, he wanted to write a second letter. And on the public writing table, he started to write. What he has written? When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he lit and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. As usual, before posting a letter, we need to affix it, and like the first letter he did it. Then what happened? The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, "God, of the money that I had asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail." Through the mail, that means through the post. Because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. They are cheaters. They are cheats. They will deceive. They are not the honest people. And at last, he put his signature as Lencho. So what happened? As soon as he dropped it into the mailbox, the postmaster took it out to read it. Lencho complained that he had only received 70 pesos and he is really in need of the remaining amount. He doubted the integrity and honesty of the post office employees and suggested that the money should be sent to him directly, not to be sent via post. Because here all the people, they are most probably dishonest. There must be a chance to be cheated again. So what happened? The postmaster did the noble thing. He tried to help Lencho. He tried his level best, but he couldn't collect the full amount. But Lencho is so innocent. He couldn't understand it. He thought that God had sent him the money and the post office employees, they have stolen from it. So in conclusion, we may say the story A Letter to God highlights immense power in man's innocent faith in God. It teaches us that if man has childlike faith in God, he can accomplish anything considered impossible. And here God didn't come to help Lencho, but the human being, another human being. Here the postmaster is the representative of God. His role is here very important. He was so sensitive and sympathetic that he was impressed by seeing the blind faith of Lencho in God. And we must remember that not only the postmaster, other employees and his friends also agreed to contribute some part, some money to fulfill the desire of Lencho. So the lesson shows three things. It shows the blind faith, firm faith of Lencho in God. His faith is rewarded through the helpers like the postmaster. Secondly, it shows the utter innocence of the farmer. And most important thing, the lesson gives us a message that sometimes our generosity is not recognized. We may not get any credit for our generosity and kindness, and we should not expect also. On the contrary, we may be misunderstood as a bunch of crooks like the bank employees. But we should not leave the path of honesty. We must inculcate the nature of helplessness. We will follow both the postmaster and Lencho also. Like Lencho, we should be confident to overcome any situation, and like the postmaster, we should be sympathetic and sensitive for others. At last, we will make the today's lesson in brief, and please watch few important word meanings and do the questions from that.